Good morning, Vikings.
My name is Sally Najim.
My name is Alicia.
My name is Katia.
Today is February 27, 2019.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Walker Vikings. Happy Wednesday. Today is an early release Wednesday. Enjoy it because coming up soon we have long Wednesdays as we accommodate high schools for testing and different testing things that are coming up. We're getting ready and you guys are doing great. I was looking over planning sheets and looking at some essays, and your teachers are in the process of grading your Walker Writes essays right now so that we can see how to help and what your strengths are as we get ready to go. Don't forget on Saturdays, beginning last Saturday, but going all the way until the end of March, we are having special writing tutoring on Saturdays. We're using the rubric, going through the rubric, writing parts of essays, and then you're actually going to take an essay that's already written and you're going to revise it and make it better. So it's a good opportunity for you to get some extra writing practice. And Saturdays is a good chunk of time, right, from 9 to 1. And so you have the opportunity, if you come on a Saturday, to do some writing, some math. Okay, so you don't have to go to just one. Don't forget that Saturday tutoring. This Saturday, we want to have a popcorn party, so we need 50 kids so we can have a popcorn party. All right, don't forget to sign up for spring break camp. A few of you already have. We want to have, we're shooting for at least 30 kids at our spring break camp, so we'd love to have more, but let's get signed up for spring break camp also. Remember, free breakfast, free lunch while you're there, and then we're going to do some fun activities. We're going to have some games to play where we're learning also, but not just the same stuff that you do all the time, right? I'm going to shake it up a little bit and make it fun for you guys. All right, I want to make sure you're aware of the weather. So it rained last night. It's supposed to rain again this afternoon. Guess what time it's supposed to rain? 3 o'clock. What do we do at 3 o'clock on Wednesdays? We dismiss. So we're going to monitor the weather and check. If it is super stormy outside, we might do something that we've done in the past here at Walker Middle School, and that is leave our laptops here at school. Sometimes when the weather is bad, we put them in our classrooms in our 7th period, we lock them up, we plug them in to charge them, we leave them there overnight so that we don't have water damage. But so we're going to monitor the weather and see how that goes. We want to make sure that in the springtime, you know, we have drills. So we have weather drills. So we'll be having a duck and cover drill coming up soon. Duck and cover a little bit different from other drills that we do. When it's a duck and cover drill and it means that there is bad weather outside, we don't exit the building, right? Like a fire drill, exiting the building into bad weather would not be a good idea. So we do each of our drills differently. Fire drill, we exit. Active assailant, we hide in our quiet, lights, locks, out of sight. Duck and cover, we duck, cover, we're quiet so that we can hear announcements for weather. So you want to make sure that you are listening and remembering each of those different drills. All right, I've been watching some of your grades. I'm a little concerned. You know, we're third 9 weeks. If you guys don't pick it up, you are not going to make it, and you're going to have to come to summer school. Now's the time where we're starting to have summer school conversations. So you really got to buckle down. You got to do your work. You got to come to tutoring. You got to take advantage of all the things that we have to offer to help you here, but you got to get these grades up. All right. So we want to wear our Walker t-shirts on Friday. We want to make sure that we wear those on Friday. And you know how we did donut parties a few weeks ago for the classes that wore them? I'm going to do a popcorn party. So if you are in a class where everybody was wearing their t-shirt on Friday, your teacher can take a selfie with you or send me an email that everybody is in their shirt. And we're going to award popcorn parties next week to those classes that wear their Walker Pride shirts. Now I'm going to ask you to do something, which is wear your Walker Pride shirt 2 school days in a row. This Friday for popcorn party, and next Monday we're hosting some people from UCF who are learning to be teachers, and they're coming to our school to tour and see what working at a middle school is like, and it would be a great day to wear our shirts then as well. Okay, so make sure your shirt's clean. If you need us to help wash it, we can help wash it here too. Don't forget, we have the capability to do that. Okay, we do. We have laundry facilities here. Whoa. So if you need help, we can help you do laundry. Yeah. All right, remember yesterday I said, between yesterday and March 13th, No referrals, no tardies, so that you can come to my party. Now, yesterday there were only like 10 kids tardy the whole day. That's amazing. So, but I walked in the courtyard and I was like, you're not coming to my party if you're tardy. So you got to make sure that you are getting to every class on time between now and when we leave for spring break so you can come to our party. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then last, Ketia, my special guest this morning, would just like to say good luck to our girls basketball team tonight.
Good luck, basketball team.
I messed up and said it was yesterday. It's tonight. It's at Meadowbrook Middle School. I know many of you aren't able to come, but I know that you're going to have our girls basketball team in your heart, and you're going to be wishing them well and cheering them on as they go take on in the first round of the playoffs. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll be in lots of classrooms today. I can't wait to see your learning. Be safe and kind.
To be the first in anything takes courage. It takes incredible fortitude.
When I think of first ever, I think of heroes.
I think of the black surgeons that came before me.
I look at the unknown slave. Their blood paved the way, was the mortar that joined the bricks that paved the road for black man's freedom. The month of February, which has been designated Black History Month, for me, I honor my great-grandmother, Lizzie Buckner.
I'd like to honor my great-grandmother, Eliza Brown. She was born a slave.
People like Harriet Tubman, people like Ida B. Wells, people like Ella Baker.
She is one of the unknown slaves.
As a young woman, she and a cousin of hers started a school for black children in Kentucky.
When I think of the heroes in my life, I don't think of the major people that you see in history books.
People like my wife, Marilyn Kershaw, people like my daughters.
Those who were captured, put on the ship, brought through the Middle Passage.
I think of my father, who originally never graduated from high school.
One of my favorite characters is actually John Parker.
Who were mistreated, who were stripped of everything, all dignity, all pride.
I'm a fourth-generation school teacher. I've tried, in a way, to live my life so that their efforts have not been in vain.
But while I was in school, went back, finished high school at night, went on to college, and earned a doctorate degree.
And when I think of Black History Month, I think of a slew of wonderful memories of heroes in my life.
They could not capture their mind. They could not capture their soul.
John Parker was a former slave. He actually bought his freedom.
We are planning on honoring the African Americans that served in the Civil War and their families.
He actually moved here to Cincinnati for a short period of time and ended up in Ripley, Ohio, became a conductor on the Underground Railroad. Well, he went back across the river to get slaves and help them to freedom.
Maybe someday we'll have a tomb for the unknown slave.
The only reason that I got to sit in the team picture in 1984 next to heroes like Jackie Joyner Kersee and FloJo and other great African American heroes of mine was because the people who came before me.
During spring break of 2007, my family and I drove down to Macon, Georgia and retraced part of the route that William and Ellen Craft traveled.
My mom and dad, they both worked. Dad was in the Army back in the Korean conflict.
Lucy Ross, who escaped slavery and went to Camp Nelson, which not only served as a recruiting station for African American soldiers, but also a refugee camp for escaped slaves and their families.
Mom, she cooked, was a nurse, raised all of us. I mean, that's pretty good inspiration there, you know, because Dad only had an 8th grade education.
I would teach about Rosa Parks and having the gumption to stand up not only as an African American, but as a woman, and refusing to get off the bus.
If there's anyone I want to pattern my life after in a service life, it would be General Benjamin O. Davis, Jr.
William and Ellen Craft, who were former slaves, inspired me and influenced me because they were slaves and they left Georgia during the Civil War and went to England.
How would you feel if you were not allowed to play with a person because of their color?
He was a staunch leader of the Tuskegee Airmen during World War II.
and to not go into a restaurant with your friends because, oh, they are African American or they are Chinese.
Thanks to Benjamin O. Davis for his leadership and a very strong African American.
I honor those strong women who build strong families and make sure that people like me, when I want to stop and give up, will not stop and give up because they won't let me.
Great Grandma Lizzie, and each and every unknown slave, my honor goes to you.
Have a wonderful day. Be safe and kind.